Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today you guys have been asking for a detailed makeup tutorial because I don't know, but y'all be wanting it, so I'm here to deliver
for the girls.
So I'm gonna be doing my everyday makeup, so you guys are gonna see like the products I use. Usually I am gonna be using the stuff that I like are my staples, and yeah, so if you guys want to keep watching and know how your girl does her makeup, keep on watching. So usually this is like optional. You can use like headbands or anything like that. I usually use headbands, but today I'm gonna use the little clips I have on me. All of the love I see living inside of me, I can't see. Yeah. So now that the hair is kind of off my face, it's gonna irritate me that I have so many like little pelitos coming out. So what I usually do to start like the base of my makeup, I usually prep my skin with skincare. So the best, I will literally recommend this all the time. Do your skincare routine. Once you do your skincare routine, your makeup, honestly, every time I do like any type of skincare before my makeup looks beautiful, because I just feel like the skincare gives it like the perfect base to start on. Now, also, just to let you guys know, every makeup has texture. So if you feel like, oh my god, like I can see my pores through my makeup, girl, if you got pores, you're gonna see it through your makeup, and it's okay. It's part of fucking life. It's part of skin. It's called skin, girl. Yeah, I just wanted to put that in there because a lot of people, like when I worked at Sephora, a lot of people would be like, oh, like you can kind of see like the texture of my skin and I just want to make it look smooth. Like you can kind of make it look smoother, but you can't make your skin look like something it's not. You know what I mean? So these are like my essential makeup skincare. So usually what I suggest is wash your face, and then once you like wash your face, put like serums. So these are kind of like some of the serums that I would suggest, just because they give you that beautiful like glow effect if you like the glow. Oh my god, sorry, this little piece of hair is irritating me because it's really touching my nose. So the first one I start with is the Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum, and this one is honestly one of my favorite serums, hands down. I usually use this when I was breaking out like crazy, and this is really good for like brightening, and it hydrates the skin beautifully. So I usually just use a little bit of, not even a little bit, it doesn't look like a little bit, but it goes a long way. So after the serum, it gives you like minimum glow. So honestly, you can slap on your makeup, like you could put this and then like a moisturizer, and you can like honestly call it a day, because it will still give you like a cute like glowy look. Because you guys can kind of see it, I don't know if you really can, but it's still giving like glow. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. This is the Crystal Elixir. It's literally almost done. I'm literally almost done with it, but this is my go-to whenever I'm gonna do my makeup, especially when I just want like that beautiful glow. The glow. This is your bestie. I love her. She honestly goes on with good with any makeup. It just gives you, I'm literally almost done, y'all. Look, I'm literally squeezing bubbles out. So as you guys can tell, it just gives you like a hydrating look, and I love it. It's such a good serum. It has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, so it helps with hydration. Oh, and it also has vitamin C, so it helps with a lot of things. It helps with hydration, it helps with pores, and it helps with brightening. So literally a 3-in-1. Call it a motherfucking day. I love this. It's one of my favorite serums. Even if I'm not doing my makeup, I use it because it actually, I feel like it helps with your pores. Like I feel like when I use this, it made my pores smaller. Like I swear. These two, they're very expensive, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Like, it's so stupid how expensive they are, but they do last you a long time because you don't use a lot of it, and they're actually really good products. You'll see results. Even if you don't wear makeup, I do suggest these as like part of your skincare routine because trust, they work magic. That's that. Then I always go for an eye cream just because I have really dry under eyes. I have really dry under eyes, and I feel like a lot of my makeup tends to crease under my eyes. So what I try to do, I apply the Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C. This is the only eye cream I use. This is my favorite eye cream in the entire world. It hydrates and it brightens, and I feel like you see results right away, in a way of like temporary, not gonna make my eyes look, do you know what I mean by like temporary? I feel like sometimes I do not make sense, and I'm so sorry, y'all. But what I mean by that is that like I feel like it gives you a temporary like brightness under the eye. It has caffeine, vitamin C, so it helps brighten the other eye and also hydrate. Definitely suggest this eye cream if you do have like dark circles and also very dry under eyes, because honestly it gives you the best hydration ever. I'm not even capping.
You know I'm not getting sponsored, so y'all already know, like, I'm telling the truth.
Then this is my ultimate favorite moisturizer. This is the Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb Cream. Now this, they have two formulas. They have a thicker formula, which is more for drier skin, and then they have the aqua formula, which is more like of a water cream. So it's definitely a dupe for the Tatcha water cream because it gives you the same effect and it's so much less than the Tatcha water cream, and it just has the best hydration. Okay, so after moisturizer, I go in to brows. So we always do the brows first because, I don't know, honestly, your brows will let you know how your day is going to go. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a brow pencil. We are going to outline our brows. Now what I usually do, you're gonna be using the Benefit Brow Pencil in the shade number 5, and this is honestly one of my favorite brow pencils just because it gives me a very natural look once I brush out the brows. So what I usually do, I'm really bad at doing brows. Like, I'm not even gonna cap to you guys, I do not know how to do brows for the life of me. So what I usually do is I draw them, I literally fill them in. I fill them in where like I kind of like.
But you still gonna get beat. You still gonna how much?
So basically I fill them in and then I brush them out with my brush to give them a more natural look. Brush down. We're gonna do the other brow now. I usually do the bottom first and then I go onto the top. I go upwards, kind of. I don't know if you guys can see me. I go like upwards. In my opinion, honestly, what does the brows for me is the brow gel, because I fill them in to make them look like a little darker so it can match like my hair, and just to make them look like they have a little bit of makeup, because I feel like whenever I do use like brow freeze and the brow gel, it does make my brows look a little lighter. Like, it makes them look kind of like white. So what we are going to do, we are going to mix 2 brow gels. So we're going to do the Brow Freeze by Anastasia. This one is my staple. Ignore how dirty it is. I literally sometimes put the product on top of the thing. But y'all get the point. I use the Anastasia Brow Freeze. This is one of my favorites just because this is honestly the only one that holds up my brows. Like, my brows, honestly, this sometimes doesn't even hold it up.
It's literally on the day that it wants to work.
So we use her, and then for extra hold we use the Costas brow gel. What I do is I grab the brow gel, you know, play it in there a little, and then I grab a good amount of this. So I use the brush from the Costas brow gel. So I'm basically just going to layer the brow gel and then just coating all the brow hairs. And then I'm going to shade them and brush the gel throughout the brows so every little piece of hair has a little bit of gel. Because if I really don't do that, y'all, I swear to God, I'm not even gassing it, my brows are going to stay down. We're going to do this. We're going to brush them out. You guys can tell we're doing that right now. And then we're going to basically just comb them down. so they don't look like, I don't know how to explain it, but y'all get it.
He got bricks, plus his neck and icy, and it matches wrist. Now it's like sick. Told her hit his phone, meet her in the whip, but he ain't.
So we're just gonna do this. So basically what I would recommend, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, a fan. My fan is obviously dead, so I'm not gonna use it, but having a fan, and while you're like applying the gel, it definitely makes the brow stay up because it doesn't give it time to go down. Like, it literally keeps them up. So that's definitely like a little life hack that you want to use. I'm just gonna use this tweezer, and I'm just gonna basically press down, literally down to the gods. Okay, that's how she looks. She looks full and nice. Obviously she's a little messy, but we're gonna clean her up after we're done. So we're gonna put as much brow gel on each little hair because you want it to grab every little piece of hair, because si no, se te cae pelo, se te van para abajo los pelitos de todo. Before I put on any makeup on my face, I'm gonna put primer. This is literally the #1 thing I always forget to put on, but this is actually one of my favorite primers at the moment. This is the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. This is kind of like a dupe for the Milk Primer, but in my opinion, I kind of like this one better. So we are gonna apply her with our hands. I used to apply it with my brushes, but this is definitely not a primer that you should use with applying with a brush, just because I feel like you need the warmness of your fingertips.
Hold up, wait a minute, all good just a week ago. At my house, we party every weekend.
So to clean up the brows, I'm gonna be using one of my top favorite concealers. This is the Givenchy Skin Caring Concealer. This is the Prism Libre. I literally adore this concealer. I'm not one of those girls that is going to like look for branded products unless like I actually know they're good. And I actually got this when I was working at Sephora, and honestly I fell in love with it as soon as I tried it, because y'all already know, like, I don't know, I try a lot of concealers and every single one creases horribly under my eyes, and this one does not. Like, it does not crease as horrible. So this has just been my go-to since I've used it. So I'm gonna grab my MAC concealer brush. I think it's a concealer brush. It's all fucked up. Don't even judge my brushes. My brushes are disgusting. I know. But so I'm gonna use the concealer to clean up my brows. So basically I'm just gonna outline them to how I want them to look. Kind of already shaped them to what I want them to look like. I'm just going to outline what I don't want there.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Like, why would you do that? Why? Okay, so this is the moments where I go in with the brow pencil by, the brow pen by Anastasia, and whatever I feel like tiene como un hueco, we're gonna fill it in. So we're gonna go in with this concealer brush, and we're just going to basically buff it out into my eyelid so it can look more natural. Basically this is what I do. I just kind of, yeah. And let me tell you that, don't you fucking hate when that happens? I hate when that happens. Like a concealer on the brow.
Don't understand, hold up. No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm alone, I'd rather be with you.
I like the brows to have like a more natural look. Just because, I don't know. Do you guys get it? Please get it, because y'all see it, okay? Now that we're done with the brows, we're gonna go for my favorite part. Personally, this is my favorite part. I love trying out new foundations, and that's why it's my favorite part, because I always love trying out new foundations and just seeing which one just gives me life. So when I tell you guys that Lady Gaga literally did her big one, she did her big one. This is my favorite foundation in the entire world. It looks a little musty. The House Labs foundation. This is the best foundation, literally, in my opinion. It gives me skin-like finish, but it gives you that coverage that you want. It's such a beautiful foundation. She has a wide variety of shades, literally from like the lightest you can think of to the darkest you can think of, and such a beautiful foundation. I literally love it so much. I literally haven't found anything that actually makes me want to change it. Whenever I'm going to do something, whenever I'm going to take pictures, whenever I'm going to do anything that I just want my makeup to look on point, this is my go-to foundation, just because I already know that the makeup is gonna eat. The base is going to eat if I have this on. I'm telling you right now, I'm putting you on. Take a screenshot. I want to comment on the screenshot like so basically I always apply my foundations with a brush, and then I kind of fuse it out with a damp beauty blender. So I'm just gonna grab my, what is this called, Real Techniques my Real Techniques Expert face brush, and I usually use this exact same brush, not this one but this style, for contour also. So I use them for both. So basically I do like 2 pumps, or maybe three, and then I just kind of apply everywhere first, and then I just kind of, I don't know how I apply it. I kind of like dab, and do you guys see what I do? Do you know what I do?
Yes, I know what you
What's
do,
it called?
girl. You're dabbing it.
I'm dabbing and swiping. Dab and swipe, dab and swipe. I just feel like this technique kind of gets it everywhere, so you don't miss like a spot. And it kind of like, if you do, it kind of diffuses it, because you don't have, you're kind of like swiping and dabbing at the same time. But you guys already can see the coverage. I have a lot of redness in my face, and I usually never color correct. I know a lot of people have like way more redness than me, so they do color correct, but for the amount of redness I actually do have naturally on my skin, on my face, this foundation really just does the justice on covering it. Y'all can already tell the coverage. I literally love. So I'm gonna take my damp sponge. I just kind of go in with the beauty blender and kind of, just in case, because sometimes brushes tend to leave streaks. This one doesn't, but since I'm like doing my makeup blind, I kind of don't trust myself. So I'm just gonna go into places that I think my brush didn't get into, and just kind of diffuse the foundation into that spot.
His girl is a bum, like that boy is a cop. Saying he home, but I know where he at. Like, but he blowing her back. Think about me, cause you know that it's fat.
We're gonna go back to the concealer. This is the Givenchy, like I said. So then we are gonna grab the concealer with my, once again, concealer brush. My concealer brush, and we are gonna literally do this here, like that, and then I'm just gonna kind of wing it out so it can give me like that face lift effect. And I'm basically gonna cover every little, like everything that I see dark under my eye. So I kind of do something like that, just so I concentrate mainly like where it's darker, and then I kind of diffuse it towards the end. And we're gonna basically do the same thing to the other eye. So for contour, I usually use the Makeup by Mario contour stick in the shade medium, and I basically grab the same brush that I use for foundation. I'm gonna use it for contour, but obviously a different brush. So I kind of just get the product on the brush, and I kind of put it on my hand just so I don't put too much of the product on my face. I go like I kind of just follow my cheek, I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of follow it. So I kind of dab it in, because I don't want to go too harsh, because I feel like when you go too harsh, it's very hard to blend it out. Do you get me? And don't judge my fucking broken mirror. Look. Oh, I love this one because it gives me the effect of cheekbones. You can already tell, like, I don't have cheekbones. I have a very chubby face, and I feel like literally makes me look like I have cheekbones. So we're gonna do the forehead. I like to not put a lot here because it does like kind of, I don't know, I feel like sometimes it doesn't blend out how I want it to look, and it kind of just like, because I have a double chin, so kind of like it kind of shows. But if you don't, this will definitely look really nice because it'll just like make it look sharper, I'm guessing. But I feel like on me, that trick does not work for the life of me. I literally just kind of do like a swirls to diffuse it so it looks more natural, like a more natural sun-kissed look. So the liquid blushes that I usually use are Juvia's Place, Makeup by Mario, or the cheek of it, no, P. Louise, or Rare Beauty, but I'm not gonna look for that right now. But those four are definitely like my go-tos whenever, but my all-time favorite is definitely Juvia's Place, just because a little bit goes the greatest way, as you guys are literally going to see right now. I'm not lying, because it's super pigmented. So if you want an inexpensive liquid blush, honestly, Juvia's Place is where it's at. And I'm going to be using the Rosy Posy shade today, and we're just gonna literally do one dot, and then if I feel like we need more, I'll put a little bit more, but I doubt it. So this is just gonna give me like that baby doll pink color, and it doesn't matter if she goes into your concealer because your concealer is blended out last, so you're still gonna have the brightening effect. And I kind of just twirl it in between where I'm going with the contour and the blush. I twirl it kind of like that, just so it can kind of like go in together, so you don't see like blush contour, because sometimes that happens to me, and it's because I forgot to do that. So I kind of just blend them both together so it can just give like more smoother effect on the cheek. So whenever I'm going to blend out my concealer, I like to have everything ready that I'm going to use after, just because I try to avoid my concealer creasing like asexual. So what I usually have ready is my setting powder, and the one I'm going to be using is the Givenchy. I love her. I literally love her so much. This is the shade 3. This is the pink setting powder. I have that ready on one of these. It's so dirty, don't ignore it. So kind of just press it in there, and then with the back of my arm I kind of just spread it out so it can be evenly on the pad, and I don't tap it. I kind of like just swirl it so it can still keep all the product on it. And then I go in with my Real Techniques 300, and I start from the bottom and go up, just because I want to just go from the bottom. Do you guys see it? Okay, so basically I just go from the bottom. I just kind of go in tapping motions and swirling at the same time. We're gonna do that. Now we're gonna grab this and basically powder this side, and then we're gonna do the bottom. Sometimes you could do concealer there just to like sharpen the bottom, so y'all see. Now I usually get super oily like around my nose area and my like lips, so I kind of just, with the powder, I just kind of tap it, excess powder. I don't put a lot because tampoco I want it to look dry, because those are where your smile lines are and all that. So I lightly just put a little bit of powder, just because sometimes, especially in the summer, I get super oily around there, and like not sweaty, just like super oily. So I just kind of acostumbrarme putting a little bit of powder on like around my nose area and right here, so the makeup can last around there. This is the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, airbrush bronzer. This is the shade 2, I believe. Let me see. Yes, 2, medium. So actually, wrong brush. This fluffy brush And I'm just gonna lightly and I try to go in my hair because then tú vas a tener una línea, and the line always comes out for me because I have like a white ass scalp. But just so like it can look a little bit more natural, I try to go into the hairline as much as possible. So we're just gonna go like that, just so it can like give me como que yo cogido sol, como yo cogido sol. So I'm going to contour my nose, but since I forgot to contour my nose, honestly, once you do this, you can literally just go in with the powder, and I kind of just with the powder itself, because sometimes my nose gets, I don't know. Okay, so with the powder itself, I just kind of give myself the nose that I want. Then I go in with the same thing, and I kind of lightly go in between it. So now we're gonna go in with the Real Techniques 402, and we're just gonna take out all the powder, all the loose powder. We're gonna put it on top of the eye so it can set the concealer on my eye from like the brows. I am not an eyeshadow girl, so I literally, whatever I use for contour, I kind of just go into it how you guys saw me. I kind of just like went into this, and I kind of just lightly, because it's just excess. Just because I'm not an eyeshadow person. I used to be an eyeshadow girl. I used to be so frisky with that shit. I used to be like pink, blue, green on the eyes. Now I literally cannot. But I definitely want to get out of my comfort zone, so I'm definitely going to be trying more looks, because it's definitely fun trying looks, different looks. Especially when like you've never tried it, it gives you something to do, something to experiment. So after I put on all the powder, I'm feeling dry, I'm feeling like we are gonna freshen up the skin, we're gonna freshen her up. So I'm just gonna put my hair back, put the hair back. It's still gonna get wet, but as much as it is back. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my favorite fix spray, because this will literally, it's literally called fix spray for a reason. It's going, if you feel like your makeup is looking a little cakey, a little dry, a little too powdery, she will fix you. She will hydrate you. I'm going to be using the MAC Fix Spray, and I'm just going to spray the fuck out of my face with this shit. So y'all gonna see. Kind of try to not do a lot of expressions, because I don't want anything to stay on any lines that I have. And me talking is not helping. Okay, she's dry. I just need my lash thing. I actually forgot to put on one of the powders, so it was actually blush, but it's okay because it's blush. So this is the Pat McGrath Labs blush, and she is in the shade Blush Without Caution. Oh no, this is the, okay, Fabulous. Okay, this is the line when it had like two different blushes together, and I was literally obsessed with this blush for such a long time. And we are gonna give her a swirl, and we're gonna blow because she's very pigmented. So I kind of just dab her onto both cheeks and then kind of work her in once I like got a good amount on both cheeks. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose, just so it doesn't look like it's only on my cheek. I put a little bit on my forehead, just so it looks natural, you know what I mean? And using this much blush is definitely an option. You don't have to like go crazy with the blush. I go crazy because I like to look like I'm wearing makeup. I literally don't give a fuck. If you think I'm wearing makeup, yes bitch, I'm wearing makeup. I spent an hour on this fucking face. You better fucking know I'm wearing that fucking face. And then we are going to be using the Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder by Charlotte Tilbury. So now for the lips, we are going to be doing Gali's signature lip because I always get compliments. This is my lips but better. Now, disclaimer, because obviously, like, I'm gonna say this because I don't want you guys to go out and spend your money on this lip liner and then it not look good on you. Definitely, when you are going to buy a lip liner, I always suggest literally try on every single lip liner that you think you will like, especially like any of like the nude, mauves, pinkish, because it'll just give you your lips but better. But also it depends on your undertone and your skin tone on how it's gonna look on you, because this might look like beautiful on me, but then if you're a shade darker or a shade lighter than me, it won't look exactly like mine. You get me? Please, if you guys need me to explain it more, I will literally explain it in the comments. Like, just let me know. So this is the shade Wherever Walnut. Is literally a baby now. I wear this all the time. This is my go-to lip liner. This is my lips but better. That's what I say, because literally it is my lips but better. So I just sharpened her a little so she can be sharp. So Whatever Walnut. And this is the Makeup Forever. This will literally last you all day. You can eat, you can do anything, you can literally do everything with this lip liner on and it will stay on. So I always start with my bottom lip. Okay, so I go with my lip, but I also kind of overline them, so I go like right under my lip, so it doesn't look like exaggerated overline, but it still gives me like that plump look that I want to give. And you guys can already tell by the difference from this side to this side of the effect that lip liner does.
I don't know how I would have been without lip liner.
Okay, so let's keep going. And I do not do like Cupid's bow. I do not do that. I personally find that ugly as shit. On me, not on everyone else. On me personally, I do not like it. So I kind of just make it look like together. So I kind of just go shoop on top of my lip. So I got like, instead of giving myself a Cupid's bow, I don't. So I don't really like fill in the entire lip, but I do fill in like the halves just to make it look more natural to the lip. So basically I kind of just do this, and I'm just gonna zoom in so you guys can kind of see better. I kind of do this, and then I just add a gloss on top. Mix it in with my Maybelline Lifter gloss, and this is like a baby pink, and it just smells so good. And I just literally put this all over my lip, and like the areas that I didn't put lip liner, if you get me. And yeah, let me just see it. Yep. Yeah, definitely this is what I do. So this is the finished look. This is basically my everyday makeup that is like my go-to makeup whenever I have to do anything quick. Usually if I'm not recording, this literally takes me 30 minutes. I mastered it. But if I'm taking my time, if I want it to look like specifically really good, it maybe will take me like an hour. So it's just depending. But this is the finished look. She's giving, I don't know, but she's giving. I love her. So this is the finished look. I zoomed you guys a little more so you guys can kind of get all deep and personal in here. And just look at the face. I'm looking at myself at the mirror. But yeah, this is definitely like my everyday makeup. Something easy, something you guys can literally recreate in your house with any product. Even if it's not the same ones I'm using, you can literally do this with any of your own products that you have at home. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can always hit me on DM, because I will literally answer you. I literally got you. I will answer you. If I see it, I'll answer. But yeah, I literally love, I don't do anything else different. Literally, this is like the base I usually go for. So yeah, I literally love, I literally ate. I ate up. see more videos like this or see any other type of videos with me or anybody else, if you guys want me to do videos with my boyfriend or with my sister or with my best friend, let me know and I will complete your wishes. So hope you guys liked this video. Hope I helped everyone out there that wanted to recreate or needed helps and little tips on makeup. I got you girls, and yeah, please like and subscribe and leave a comment on what's your favorite part of the video. I don't even know. Leave a comment on anything and I love you. So thank you guys for watching.